Hello, hello. Who's with me this morning? Let's get those comments rolling in. There you all are. Excitement. Good morning, everybody. How are you feeling today? Let me close down some. Feeds. I got you over there. Got everybody there. Did you do your homework yesterday? That's the question. As we are in day 2 of Make Cash Challenge, how you can monetize your social media. So let me know, first of all, what did you do yesterday? What action did you take, if any, of everything that we talked about yesterday? Did it give you a better overall plan of how to spend your time on social media? Because otherwise, as we all know, social media runs away with your time, your energy, your emotion, your mindset, your brain. Everything gets taken away by social media if you're not careful. You've really got to think of it not as, I have a different mindset around social media. I don't think of it as like social media. I think it's a business media. You know, if I didn't have a business, if I wasn't a self-employed person, then there's no way I would spend all this time on social. But it's such a fantastic tool to build your business. So if you want to increase your revenue, build a passive income stream, if you want to get people in classes, if you want to sell anything, you've got to plan social media, and you've got to look at it from a much more strategic angle, so it's not overwhelming. And I think try and look at it when you're putting content together without emotion. Of course, put feeling and intent behind it, and when you're scrolling social, try to look at it again through a different pair of eyes. That you're not consuming that content, you are looking at it objectively. So if I scroll, I'm looking, what makes me click? What is getting my interest? What colours excite me? What gets my attention? And then click on that, whether you know that person or not, and then look at that piece of content and think objectively, why has this made me click? What's interesting about it? Is it the emoji? Is it the graphic? Is it the picture? Is it the content? Is it the terminology? And then scroll on by. Does that make sense? So you're not consumed by it. You are the creator, rather than consuming all that information and letting it go in your mind. Look at it and think, oh, I like that. That looks good. I like that picture. I like those colours. That font looks good. I like the way they've put the emojis on there. So you're looking at it slightly differently. That makes a massive difference. Don't you agree, Mel? Then just consuming everybody's stuff. Kind of, it's almost that you've got to put that ready brek like glow around you, so you don't get affected by it mentally. You're not comparing yourself with other people. You're just looking at it objectively and think, oh, that's caught my eye. Why? Good, like the graphic, like the font, like the pictures. Boom, yeah, I can be inspired by that. And look at, I was looking at yours yesterday, Zara. And I know that you've taken on board, put in that big white caption, lean legs or ab crunch or whatever it is that you're doing. And that's because so many people are scrolling without the music on. There we all are smiling away. What is this? Who is this person? She's doing abs. I want abs. Click. In you go. So try and look at that, when people are getting a lot of views and people are getting a lot of comments and things, try and look at it. Why is that happening? So yesterday we did a really interesting, I thought it was really interesting, about how to create buckets of content around social. So as you know, when you put a piece of content out there, is it bringing value? Is it adding value? Are you conveying something that's of interest to your target audience? I did this with my Fitness Business Academy yesterday. Keep going back to who is your audience? What are they struggling with? What are their pain points? How can your information help those people? Yeah? If you want to learn how to do something, be strict with yourself. You've got to, yeah. You've absolutely got to. You're so true. And this is why I'm going to hammer this message all week this week is, is it informative? Is it building your brand? Is it reaching out and selling something? Is it building your audience? That's the key with all of that. And then those buckets of content. So you're not, you've got a plan. So if you're selling workouts, which we all are, some kind of workout content, whether it's video of you teaching, whether you doing an exercise, whether it's a video of your class, something that conveys how you teach exercise. As I said yesterday, we could all be teaching the same thing. But what's the differential is you, your personality, your look, your feel, your brand. You are the brand. I was thinking of Claire Heckett. I don't know if she's on today, but I think she's got a pink piece in her hair. So she's really recognisable, and she's been doing a 15-minute like a little mini workouts every day, and it's building a brand. You're getting to know her and see her. You can see her hair, how she looks, how she feels. That is her brand. Her personal brand is really strong. When I look at Zara, I see Zara on the beach. I see Zara in front of the goats in Wales. I see her, being windswept in her dry suit. That's Zara's brand. She's to me, it always looks outdoorsy fitness and fun and enjoyable. Emma, we see Emma with the chihuahuas on her, with the doing all the 3 different types of levels. Basic 1, try this. Basic 2, do that. Next one, 3. We get to know that. If I look at Cara Metz, I see her she's in the same area all the time. She's just constantly talking about menopause and perimenopause and different exercises. That's her brand. So it's you're reinforcing who you are and what your brand is over and over again. Ali, your little logo with your glasses on, your logo that looks like you. I know it's instantly recognizable. You're that brand. And it really does make a difference, when people see things over and over again. You are your personal brand. So when you put in that content, don't unapologetically be you. Absolutely. I remember, Laura, kid, when you grew all your hair out and you let your hair colour go to natural. That's your brand. That's who you are. That. And Jacqueline, who we see all the time, who's racked up a massive amount of colours. Jackie Halligan, again, she does all the challenges. Is this sort of helping you think about what your brand is and how you portray and how you come across on social? Because when you put yourself out there over and over and over again, people get to buy into you. They're not buying into Zumba. Well, they might be buying into Zumba. They're not really buying into that product. They're buying into you, your message and what you say. So just to sort of reiterate that over and over again. So again, you've got your workouts, you've got your expertise. So you share some knowledge. So, some little nugget, a technique, how they can perform an exercise more effectively. Maybe it's a nutritional tip. Maybe it's a hydration tip. These don't need to be any other tips that people haven't heard before, but they're hearing that tip, that piece of expertise from you, from your mouth, your language, your dialect, your accent, which is key. So a bit of expertise. Testimonials, collect them up all the time. If you go through your social media today, anytime somebody's commented on any piece of content that you have put out there, screenshot it if it's a positive. You can always just do a little colour, and you can colour out the line and then use that on your stories. So powerful when people see other people are commenting. That social proof. How do people find your classes? How are you affecting their life? How are they getting fit using your technique? And then a little bit of personal stuff, whatever you want to share. It just makes you be more human and more real. And then of course sell. So when you sell something, go all out. You don't have to be over the top with selling, but again, be really clear. Are you struggling with, I've got the answer. The answer is my local community class that's on a Tuesday night, 7:00 at the Village Hall. Come down. If you've never done Pilates before, come and try it. Your warm welcome weights. You'll be looked after and cared for. You can try your first class for free. Whatever it is, sell it. Sell the benefits. How's somebody going to feel when they come to that class? What are they going to get from that class? What's the outcome of that class? So get into that zone of imagining somebody taking your program, doing your session, signing up for your membership. Think of all the benefits and how it can be life-changing, and convey that when you sell. Just talk about it, and then it almost sells itself. People feel your energy. You all believe in your products. You all believe in your classes. You've all got hundreds, if not thousands, of people who have been through your programs and have been so successful. Talk about that, how it's life-changing for so many, and it's huge what we offer. Don't you all agree? Huge. And you've sort of got to get into that mindset. Then when you put it either when you're writing something, people need to be able to feel that energy and feel that vibe. So whether it's a written post and whether it's a video post or it's a graphic, it needs to convey that energy. Let me know what you think. on that score. Oh, people are over there. Yeah. Oh, sorry, been up all night. Oh no. Hope you're all right. And it's getting into that mindset before you create that sales content. So we're going to talk about Facebook today. Who uses Facebook? Who's number one social media platform? Is Facebook? Me, by 1,000%. Facebook is the granddaddy, absolute granddaddy. The features are phenomenal. You can reach more people on a daily basis than ever before with consistent content. We know right now which is outperforming everything is short form video, vertical video. Yep. Yes, Chris, short form video that you create in your phone, on your phone. You don't need a special camera or anything, that you can do on the go. So when you're, now I think the social media, it's shifting again. And I think the platform, especially Facebook, so focus on Facebook has got so many parts of it to fill. So if you think about it, you've got the main feed, you have got your stories, you've got Facebook Live, we're live here, you have got Facebook events, you have got, what else have we got? We've got Facebook Reels, what else have we got? We have got, and you can control everything in the business suite. So a mixture of video, live video, written post, graphics, is key, and having that consistency coming through. So, I've seen, and there's people in the supporters here who have grown record numbers of followers. There's a girl, there's Emma, who's in our group. Emma consistently puts up 1-minute videos on her page for older adults and people who have got medical problems. She does everything really slow, really pared down. She writes on each one of the videos that she does, and she just takes really, really simple concepts. And she posts, she does some written posts, but she mainly does reels. I think she's grown her page now. I think it's over 250,000 people. And she then has created an over 65s type membership, a yoga and Pilates membership that she's funneling those people into. And it's just consistent. It's just consistent videos, day after day after day. You see her in her home, you see her doing exercises on her bed, you see her doing exercises sitting down, you see her doing exercises on holiday, and it's lovely. Sort of, she chooses 50s, 60s music because that's her demographic, but she's consistent with little tips around exercise, and she's grown this huge page incredibly, just from being consistent. And you can absolutely do the same. It's maybe finding a niche. So if your niche is menopause, if your niche is group fitness, if your niche is beginners fitness, over 65s, and just create short form content that speaks to that audience, you can grow a huge audience. Facebook is a platform where my demographic live. Absolutely. Who else? Put it in the comments if Facebook is that demographic for you. So you can grow a really big audience. And I think Hannah in the group had said, I'm not bothering with Instagram, I'm not getting any traction over there. If you've got limited time, just take one social media platform and just maximize it. You can repurpose content, you can look in your insights, you can repost things that you've already posted before. Just think of your page. I always think of my main business page as almost like a magazine. So anybody that's a group fitness instructor, I would hope that they would come across to my page because they're going to get something. They're going to get tips. They're going to get music ideas. They're going to get a business idea. They're going to find out what classes and workshops I'm teaching. So it becomes like a one-stop shop for fitness professionals. That's who I work with. That's who I talk to. That's who I'm trying to serve. So think of your page as something similar. Now, not every single post is going to be viral. If you have got a local business and you want to focus on getting people within a certain radius, make your page be focused around that. Talk about local, share local businesses, pictures about what's going on in the locality. Think of your market all the time, who you want to attract, and then create content around that. Tracy, good morning. Elizabeth, use it all the time for everything and all from my iPhone. That's awesome. Don't even think about getting worried. When you think about reposting stuff, It's like you're buying a lovely outfit that you only wear once. Remember, only 2 to 5% of people on your page see your posts. So if you repost something that you posted maybe last week, the week before, a year ago, no one will even know. We can't even remember what we posted yesterday, never mind anybody else. So think of it as like a magazine, you know. You have got, if I look at your page, I forgot. Let me just give you some tips on that. Where's my thing? Okay, I've got it on here. So you've got your banner. So your banner is really important. So your banner needs to convey. Now you could change your banner every single day. So if you've got classes every day, you could change your banner every day to say what classes you've got. Create a template in Canva. You could do this on your phone. You could add a nice headshot. You definitely need a headshot pointing, and it could say today's classes. So when anybody goes to your page, click, they see your banner. So keep rotating your banner regularly. Now the first post that anybody is going to see is the pinned post, if you're pinning a post on a daily basis. So that could be a graphic. So I know Tracy pretty well. I know that she's probably got classes this morning going on in Lincolnshire. She could have a nice template, a video, or a graphic that she has in Canva, and it could say today's classes are 9:30, 10:30, all welcome, beginner, send me a message. And she could update that every single day with the class that she's teaching. So then anybody that comes to her page, the first post that they're going to see is the classes that Tracy's got. If you're a personal trainer, have you got places available today? Can somebody book on? Anything last minute? Remember, everybody's lastminute.com. And when they come to your page, the first thing they're going to see is that pinned post, that announcement. So get into the habit of rotating that on a daily basis. Make a video daily if you can, or at least weekly, that you pin to that post that tells people what you've got on. Classes this week, gang, yada, 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 yada. You can join me here, there, and everywhere. A 1-minute video that's a reel, so it's going to go out to a wider audience. If you're local and you want people to come locally, hashtag the area, so hashtag Lincolnshire, hashtag Lincoln, hashtag the town, hashtag the village. So that's your post is going to appear for anybody that's searching for that area. Information, remember, people are scrolling and they're not got the voice, they've got the sound on. So you could have just a little picture of you talking, a video of you talking. You could put the captions up. You can then say a big white banner at the top, classes today in Lincolnshire are, and you could put that every single day on your pinned post, and that's going to drive people to your page on a daily basis. If you don't want to do it on a daily basis, do it on a weekly basis. Sunday night, record that video, pin it to the page. So that's a massive takeaway, and I think some of you do that now and again, but make that something that you do on a regular basis, either weekly or daily, that you could do, and pin it. Do you all know how to pin it? Yeah, so you need to be telling people what you've got on and how they can join you, and make that prominent on your page. Let me just get my little thing, because I want to make a checklist for you, because this will drive traffic and this will get bums on seats, which is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to monetize your Facebook. So these are the best things to do on a regular basis. Is this helpful, gang? Let me know in the comments. Yeah? Okay. So number 1 is update your banner. Number 2 is your biography. So the first thing that you'll see there is who you are. How can somebody join your classes? How can they book onto personal training? So that text needs to be updated. So if someone can try a free class, put that. Join me in Lincolnshire for there's your timetable. Click here for a free class, or message me for a free session, or join my online subscription, or 7 days. What's the entry point into your business? Make sure you've written that in your biography, because that's front and center. And again, when somebody lands on your page, that's the first thing that people are going to see. So that needs to be relevant, updated. You could update that on a daily basis. Third thing is your pin post or your announcement. Again, it needs to reflect what you're selling that day, what classes are on, how they can book into you, and that can be a graphic, or it can be a video. So these need to be things that if you've got a running spreadsheet of what you do on social media on a daily basis, this is going to bring bums on seats. This is going to get people to your page, and they're going to be able to book on and see what you've got on. Yes, Facebook. Does this help? Have the page introductory pinned? Absolutely, yeah. You can pin more than one. You can have a whole array, a carousel of announcement. I need to do this. You do. No. On captions on Facebook Live, you can switch it off or switch it on in the back end in your Creator Studio. So, so instead of your scrolling in bed in the morning, these are the action takes that you take. Maybe you do them in the morning, maybe you do it last thing at night. So anybody that's scrolling is going to say, oh, I fancy doing a class today. What's Tracy doing? Click straight to your Facebook, pinned post. Oh, that's what's on. Fab. I've never done it before. Can I get a free class? Yes, I can get a free class. Click. Does that make sense? These are just so obvious. These are like low-hanging fruit, but are you doing them? Let me know in the comments. Okay, number 4. Okay, so you need a consistent posting schedule. So again, I'll give you an example. You know, I go live every single day, 10 past 7, quarter past 7, 20 past 7, it gets later, with like an 8-9, minimum 8 minutes, where I'm speaking to my audience, I'm giving tips, I'm giving a value, I'm telling you what I've got on for the rest of the day, I'm sharing music, I'm sharing ideas, every single day, 5 days a week I do that, and I've done that for years. That has grown my page, it helps me reach my audience, it speaks to my audience, and it's probably one of the most beneficial things that I've ever done on my Facebook, and I do it consistently. Because Claire wrote, didn't she, and said, do I stop when I've done like a month or so? Again, could you do something similar regularly? Now, you don't have to do it every day, I'm not saying that, but something consistently where again, people can get to taste a little bit of you. Yeah, why 8 minutes? Just because it's long enough to get, I've tested shorter and you don't get many views. Facebook wants to get people to stay on the page for as long as possible. But, you don't want to be giving too much away. So I think the sweet spot is about 7 to 10 minutes, 8 minutes, where you're giving information, you do a mini class perhaps, you're chatting, it's concise enough without giving too much away. Does that help? Yeah. It's just what I have experimented with, really. I just find that it's doable as well. That could also be a walk and talk, Chris. So it might be that you do a walk and talk and you share some information. But again, just play around with different times, but I think that's about a right one. Now, I'm a morning person, so I find it easy to do in the morning. I've taught my class, my 6:30 class, I've had a coffee, I'm feeling articulate, it just gets me warmed up for this supporters briefing. If I sat down and thought about it and then went and did something else, I'd probably never do it. But it's just up, bang, bang, out, gone. Another quick tip, when you've done that video, if you do a live video, save it. You must download it to your phone and save it, so you've got it on your page, and then you can save that video and re-upload it later on tonight. So I save every single video. I then will re-upload that same video so that it goes into the Facebook Watch channel. It doesn't appear on my news feed, because when you go into the business suite, you can upload a video and you can choose whether it goes back onto your news feed or not. So I don't put it back onto the news feed, it goes into the Watch channel, which is what Facebook is trying to build. It's like their YouTube sort of their YouTube competition. So that's going to be pushed out to people that don't know me, and then I fill in all the classes and the studio live details and how they can join for a week, join for a month, join for a year, and it goes out to a wider audience. So I do that every single day. So again, it's double dipping. I do the 7-8 minute session every morning too. It is a winner, isn't it, Claire? It is. Doing one exercise to neat. Yeah, I get carried away and do 12 minutes. It's not too long, but I think you just want to keep it concise and just a bit of information. People get to know you, and you want them coming back on a daily basis. It's that episodic content. Claire, I do the 7 minutes a day, enough so they know what you to do, but not quite enough for a workout. Exactly it. You've got it. Yeah. So Claire could save that on her phone, and she could then open up her business suite. She could repost it with details of her free group, free classes here, blah, 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 whatever it is. And then she could schedule that post to go out tonight at 9:30. But when it says, do you want this to appear in the newsfeed, you can click no, and it will just go out to the watch channel. So that's a big tip, everybody, when you do your lives. You know, maybe you do a week of exercise, you do a week of technique, you do a week of walk and talk. It needs to be something that you can just fit into your day, that it's not too, you know, doesn't weigh down on you. I've got to do this every day. Just switch it on, off you go. And it really helps you with your lives as well. You get quicker, you get more articulate, you know, and you just, you know, you get a feel for it. Does that help? Number 5, reels. Okay, so I told you about Emma and how she's built her 2 Emmas, Emma Staples and I think it's Emma McGlenn, I'm sure it is. If she's on the live, tell me, Emma, it's you. 1 minute video or less. Again, try and target it to your niche. So again, if you're doing menopause, do menopause related content. If it's over 65s, there. If it's beginners, there. If you want to attract people to a local class and you do reels, you know, put a big banner that says Zumba in Nottingham, you know, so anybody, if it's not relevant to somebody that doesn't live in Nottingham, they're going to scroll on by. But if it is relevant to somebody who lives in Nottingham and they see Nottingham, they're going to click into it and have a look what it's all about. So relevant content, but again, reels will grow your page. If you can commit to 1 reel a day, try different things. Try an exercise, try a walk and talk, try a tip. Again, put it into the content buckets. So if it's a clip of a workout, could be some expertise, it might be a testimonial, it might be a personal info, or you might just be selling. Come and join me today. I'm teaching in Lincoln. I've got Fitness Pilates, 9:30 Village Hall. Come and join me. Now, at the moment, the Facebook Reels are really basic and they are not particularly intuitive, and there's no captions. So if you film a video in your phone, you could then go to Instagram, open it in Instagram Stories, click captions. So Instagram Stories will put captions on it, save it, and then put that on Facebook Reels. And that's one way that you can have quite a cool reel idea. The other thing, I've taught you this before, you all know about screen record. Do you know about screen record? I don't know how you can do this on an Android, but if I swipe right corner, there we go. If I swipe right corner, I get this. You've got a little circle with a dot in. I can click that and it will start to record my phone. So I can then go, there we go. I can go, it'll record me now doing the supporters. So it's recording that video. So that could be recording you live. That could be recording a video that you've got playing on your phone when you've done live there. That's going to get those comments in, and I might record it for like 20 seconds. You can see it's recording there. There's a little red recording tap. I swipe again. I switch it off. That's now made a video in my, there's the video in my video library. I can edit the front of the back of it. That could be a reel showing people what the supporters briefing is all about. That could be a reel showing people how you teach in your Facebook studio. And that's, again, a quick and easy way that you can create content. Does this help? Has this given you some ideas? So quick takeaway, because it's 8 o'clock already. How did that even happen? Change your banner regularly, update your biography to how people can join you. What's the free entry point into your business? Pinned post or announcement post. We need to know what you've got on today. How can I join you? I love what you do and where are you? Whether that's a graphic or a video, upload it. Change it daily. Consistency, posting, Facebook Reels. If you do lives on a regular basis, save the lives, re-upload them later on in the day. 1 minute videos or less. Experiment with different types. Quick, consistent content. Doesn't need to be MTV type. It can just be quick, easy, one tip, just a piece to camera, but make it consistent. Does that help? I don't think I was very articulate today. I think I got it all out there. Does that help? Let me know. Mel, you can run it in the Clips app, which provide captions. Oh, Clips app. Okay. Nice filters, save them, make them into Facebook Reels. There you go. Will you do a screenshot of me? Please do a screenshot, upload it to your stories. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I hope you got lots of good ideas. I've got to take Logan to school. See you later, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. 30 minutes. Wow, that was a long one.